I'm actually so touched.
Your youngest fan. You want to have a shake? You want to have a shake?
Hi, how are you?
Do that again.
Do you want to come over? Come on in.
Come on. Yeah, you can always sit down.
No, all right.
Sorry, Abby, you have to take
Your
yours.
youngest fan.
Do you know why I like music? Do you want me to tell you why I like music? Okay. It's because... Okay, I want to answer that question. Should I tell you why I like music? Yeah. It's because God blessed me with a talent, you know, and I just decided to follow my dreams. You know, I just love it, so I want you to follow your dreams as well. You get?
FACTORY78 TV, I'm your host, Adeshokwe. We're here for the press day of one of the biggest events to be holding in the UK over this summer. No, it's not the Queen's Jubilee. It is Wizkid's tour, performing in London on the 4th of June and Manchester on the 3rd of June. Wizkid is attempting to do what nobody else has done, no Afrobeat artist has done in the UK, to perform to over 9,000 fans. So we're here to hear what he's got to say, if it's a walk in the park or if it's a big deal. This is FACTORY78 TV. Keep it locked. Wiz, this is the third time we're meeting. First time came into the UK, second time for the massive festival. Now it's on you. How are you feeling?
I feel great, man. I feel blessed. Big shout out to everybody supporting the brand. Just feel blessed, man. Big shout out to you too. You know that. I've been seeing you everywhere. Like, big shout out to you, man.
Listen, the hard work is really starting to pay off now. Cokobar, Phoenix Media, Smade Entertainment, they brought you into the UK for the third or fourth time, God knows how many times now. But you're selling out to 9,000 fans. No Afrobeat artist has ever done this in the UK. Pressure or walk in the park?
Walk in the park. Most definitely, man. Walk in the park. You know, like I'm working to give a great performance. You know, like I'm working to make it like a crazy show. Just come out, just come out and see what I have in store for you.
Absolutely. EME album is coming out on the 12th of June. What do you have to say to the fans?
Crazy music, man. Crazy music dropping real soon. EME taking over. Yep.
Everybody wants a part of you, so we have to get out of here. We wish you good luck on Sunday and then on Monday in London, okay?
Bro, best.
OK Magazine have been trying to get, because we've got 2 reality shows on at the moment, The Voice, which the final's coming up, and X Factor's being filmed. I don't know if you know about X Factor.
Yeah, I do know.
But we're missing a judge in the UK, so we've been trying to get Simon Cowell to get you on as a guest judge. And apparently they're going to have an X Factor in Nigeria. Would you be interested in sitting on a reality TV panel?
Yeah, most definitely. If you talk to my management, most definitely we'll work something. Yeah, sure. Yeah, basically, I dropped my first album June 12 last year, and I'm dropping something new this year in July. That's my first single in the UK. And I'm working now basically, so definitely you expect something nice. And I hope with the help of my fans we'll be able to get to #1 from the first day of release. So yeah. It was actually last year, yeah. DJ Osei heard my music, Don't Do. He heard my song Don't Do, and he started playing it on V103 in ATL, and Akon heard it, and it was like he wanted to jump on the remix. Then we sent him the instrumental. Then he did the remix. Then when I came to London for the Afrobeats Festival, he flew down here to London to have a meeting with me and my crew. And since then we've been talking business and lawyers have been involved and all that. So but right now everything's set. I'm ready to go. Jessica?
Hi, my name is Esther. I'm representing FACTORY78 magazine. I wanted to ask you, how did it all start out for you? When did you realise that you wanted to be part of the music industry?
I actually started when I was 11. That was in church, yeah, like in a group. And after that, when I was 14, yeah, I met one of the biggest producers out there in Nigeria. And he introduced me to come to his studio, so I started going there on the regular. I was going there for a year, and I didn't record one song, so finally he did a beat for me, and it was he's giving me an hour to record, and that was really crazy, making a song in an hour. And that was the first time I was ever going to freestyle. So like since then, I just started freestyling. So I had 1 hour to make a song, and I did. And since then, I've been doing music, and you know, it's been a part of me.
Last year, P-Square was the main act, and you kind of featured. This year, you're headline act.
Yeah.
So without giving too much away, what have you got in store for us?
A lot of surprises, a lot of big surprises actually, and a great performance.
Does it stand for something?
Wizkid, that's just my name. That's just my name, man. There's no important story or something spectacular. You know, it's just my name. Wizkid.
What happened to Lil Prince? Wizkid.
Okay, I actually used to be called Lil Prince. I really sucked, by the way, because I was rapping, you know, and stuff. Yeah, but you know, I just decided to change to something. I just sounded nicer, I think. Yeah, it's not spectacular, but I got the name Wizkid. Yeah, most definitely. I write my songs, I make my music, you know, like music is a part of me. Like everywhere I go, I try to make music. Like I'm out here and I have my producer out here, you know, recording with me, making beats for me. I'm performing and I'm making music. It's a part of me. So like, I listen to everything. So I try to draw inspiration from everything I listen to create my own kind of music and my own kind of sound. And I feel like that has kind of helped me. Yeah.
Okay, over here.
Alright, Darko Romero from Main TV. Welcome to London, Wizkid.
Alright.
Yeah, is there any particular UK artists you're feeling at the moment?
Yeah, most definitely. I'm feeling a couple actually. I'm feeling the music actually. I just did something with Tiny, and I'm feeling Snake Bull definitely. I'm gonna do something with Snake Bull, and I'll definitely be working with Doneo, Skepta, and a couple of other people. Yeah, with time. Well, I just doing whatever I feel comfortable in. I'm a very stubborn person, man. I never work with a stylist. You know, like I just love to throw on whatever I feel good wearing. You know, nothing spectacular about my style. Some people think it's nice, but just try to look nice.
Back to say, I mean, it's a joint effort. You know, Wizkid is a huge mega star. I mean, it just happens that he's just from Nigeria, but he's a huge star, and it's actually a team of people working day in, day out on the project. So not just Phoenix Media, we also have Ricky. I don't know whether she's here. Ricky has done a fantastic job, and we also have other media partners as well. As you expect, obviously there are challenges from you know, especially maybe resistance from the mainstream as well, because obviously, as you know, Afrobeats or African music, as you know, in the UK, is only starting to penetrate in the mainstream. And some of them still don't get it, in the sense that they don't, you know, some of them, as far as they're concerned, African music started with a bit of a twist. You know, they don't, you know, but, so like, you know, working with maybe a few mainstream companies, maybe trying to get partnerships and letting them, making them trying to see what we're trying to do. It's been challenging, but it's been, so far so it's been good. You know, through this, we're working with people like the Mobile. Wizkid will also be presented with his mobile award he won last year, which is also one of the main attractions of the show this year as well. Kaya King himself is coming down, he's going to be doing the presentation. So far so good, it's been good, but like with everything, there's been challenges, and and obviously we continue to work.
I'd like to add to that. This campaign for Wizkid started last year at the Afrobeats Festival. He wasn't a supporting act last year, he was one of our major acts last year, and since then we've been on a campaign trail to work with Wizkid strongly. In terms of what we do, we've been supported quite heavily with our partners, our sponsors, which is Aricare and Leica Mobile. Having sponsors to help us to achieve our goals and putting this type of events together is very, very important. And we want to, you know, appeal to more companies to let them know that there are opportunities to work in the African market. There are a lot of potential in the African market, and the only way for us to be able to do that is for when our artist releases music in the mainstream chart, it's supported by the African community and wider community as well. So like Wizkid said, when he releases his songs, we want a #1. That's when people are going to now pay more attention to the African community, because we're doing a lot of positive work in the community. Right, any other questions over here?
Yeah, Wizzy.
Wizzy, does he know you?
What's up, my brother?
At the initial stage of your singing career, did you ever think you'd be this big?
Truthfully, I was actually working really hard. Like I was in the studio working hard. So like I wasn't working hard to remain the same. You know, like I was really working hard to make a change for myself and my music as well. So like I definitely was expecting to get this big, but you know, I'm still working. It's still a process for me. I'm living and learning. So yeah.
Okay, I'll take you behind you.
I just wanted to ask, you started your career really young.
Yeah.
What advice would you give young upcoming artists who just want to be like you, be successful?
Yeah, basically just, you know, stay focused, put God first, you know, and you just chase your dreams, man. You know? Basically, like every normal kid, I've actually made mistakes, you know, like with deals with other people, like when I started, like, you know, like I've worked with a lot of people that cheated me, you know, but I learned actually, like it was just a growing process for me as a person, and I'm also as an artist, you know, like, so like, I'm still learning, you know, like, yeah.
Would you like to ask your question?
I was going to ask you, what do you think of Don Jazzy's Solar Plexus album? And also, do you think like the whole making movement has...
Can we keep it to the talk, please?
Yes, please.
Okay, so what do you think of the Solar Plexus album?
It's a nice album. I'm a big fan of Jazzy, so it's a nice album.
My question is to Smade. I understand I've seen you on the streets, I mean, heading on the street campaign. So, can you just let us know, obviously, Wizkid is in town now, the both are about 4. You led the street campaign. So what's the feel like on the streets? What's the boss like? What's the show saying? Don't lie to us.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, I can say now that we are 70% to 80% sold out. The show. So if you haven't got your tickets, I'm going to beg you to go get it now. Mr. Gabs, you're one of us on the street as well, so yeah, and I can see why you're asking that question. There's a lot of hype on this show. It's everywhere. Wizkid. You know, I see white people stop me on the streets and say, oh yeah, I want one CD, one of the CDs. This CD has gone viral. We made about 5,000 to 6,000.
Just to say that these are not only Wizkid, it's a mixtape.
It's a
just
mixtape,
branded with Wizkid. So.
We've got Wizkid on the cover. You know,
Okay.
it went out. We ran out of days within 4 days. So I mean, in Westfield, they're playing Dondo in the shopping malls, in Oxford Street, Stratford, everywhere. Wizkid, and you know, we're selling out. That's all I can say right now, and we're everywhere. You know, you can get the tickets from everywhere in the UK. You know, so.
Let it go.
We have a quick little reporter here. Do you have a question? What would you like to ask?
Why do you like music?
Man,
Yeah.
I love music because, you know.
Come forward.
Wow. I'm actually so touched.
The youngest fan. You want to have a shake? You want to shake?
Hi, how are you?
Good, okay.
Do you want to come over? Come sit. Come
Come on in.
Come on.
Yeah, come on and sit down.
No, all right.
Sorry, Ali, you have to take
The
it.
youngest fan.
Do you know why I like music? Do you want me to tell you why I like music? Okay. It's because... Okay, I want to answer that question. Should I tell you why I like music? Yeah. It's because God blessed me with a talent, you know, and I just decided to follow my dreams. You know, I just love it, so I want you to follow your dreams as well. You get?
Alright, there's a question from behind.
Do we have a...
Alright, this is Matthew from FACTORY78. Can I ask everyone who's here now, where is Jennifer, please?
By the way, she got married on Saturday, yeah?
Wow.
Yeah, she got married, so she's, you know, she's doing a little honeymoon. But she's going to be joining us on, you know, on Saturday, right?
Yeah.
She's here on Friday.
She's on Friday, on Saturday.
Saturday.
She's coming outside.
Flying on Saturday.
She going to Manchester.
Oh, she's coming though. I love anything with Funke Akindele in it. Like I'm a big fan of Funke Akindele, Genevieve, and Nadia Buhari. So like I watch any movie there. I actually don't do much. Like I sleep a lot. Like I don't get much time to sleep. So whenever I get to sleep, I try to get rest because I travel a lot as well. So like you know, and I break dance. That's an inside joke. Okay, yeah, that's about it. And the second, yeah, of course, everybody knows, man. You know, AME and Banky and Wizkid and Skills, we are the king of the Lagos party. So when you come down to Lagos, of course, I'll let your boy. I got you. Trust me.
I'm Samia from Afro TV. I just wanted to two questions. One of the first questions is I'm from Zimbabwe, South Africa.
Okay.
I've been to Zimbabwe. They play the world music a lot. Are you looking to tour South Africa?
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, most definitely. I'm gonna be going on tour with Akon, I know, and P Square and Country Music Fam. You know, we're doing like an African tour, so definitely we're going to like a lot of like countries, African countries to perform. So most definitely I'll go to South.
And the other question was, your lyrics are so deep.
Some
where do you get the inspiration, especially about love stories? Where do you get the inspiration? Is it some personal life? Is it some personal stories in your life?
yeah. I actually have a lot of female friends. You know, like I have a lot of female friends. So, like, I just draw inspiration from everything around me. You know, like I listen to a lot of music. I listen to all sorts of music. So, like, whenever I work, I just draw like inspiration from everything I've heard before. So, like, that's about it. I actually just feel blessed, you know, like it is just that moment for me. Like every time before I get on stage, I want to say, "Oh, Wizkid is coming out," and people scream. You know, that's kind of like a sign of relief that, you know, like, okay, people want to see me perform. So like, you know, it just gives me that drive and that motivation to kill the show. So basically, I just feel blessed, man. You know, big shout out to my fans anyway. God bless you for supporting the brand Wizkid.
Okay, before we go further, I want Cokobar to, you know, as organisers of the event, to have a few words and tell us a bit about why you've put this concert together, and what your goals are.
Right.
Do you want Pepsi?
All right.
Do you want Pepsi?
Okay. What's your name? My name is Rocco Akin.
Mommy said no.
I run Cokobar.com. Why we put this show together, I mean, I know Wizzy and I flew, first of all, I'll say Wizzy and I flew back together on Arike. They supported us on this show. And I'm quite passionate about Wizkid, his music, what he stands for, and what he does. We kind of, I mean, I've worked with several artists. He's very humble. He's ready to give us access, you know, to him to develop his brand. I think someone's phone is ringing.
So can we switch off phones, please?
You okay?
Yeah. Well, he's prepared to give us access to develop his brand. You know, for instance, the dates with Wizkid competition, which we put together. I mean, there are very few artists that want to give you access to them like that, for people to talk about them and tell them how much, you know, because it might expose things they don't want to expose, but obviously doesn't have anything to hide, you know, in real terms. So it gives us access to him, to work with him. We can actually plan with Wizkid. I mean, right now we're already talking about next year, and you know, and he's planned to work with several artists, mainstream artists, do a bigger gig next year than this year. And that's and then it's for us. It's a case where with Wizkid and all the other guys we've worked with, it's not about just doing events. It's about creating an industry here. You know, we've worked at it, we've made money, we've lost money, but we've invested in it for us to monetize it in future, and hopefully other people can come behind us and, you know, make something out of it. And that's really, you know, that's really our ambition, and that's our goal. You know, and I think in a few years' time, you'll have people signing 10-year contracts with people like Wizkid, like Madonna, and all that sort of stuff. It's quite difficult. For Frank, when an artist is coming from Nigeria, believe it or not, they're more expensive than artists that are local. They're probably 3 or 4 times the price. Aside from the flight, visas, you know, work permits, you know, and then the tax. The tax is double. When you use a UK act, you pay 21% tax on corporation tax. When you use a foreign entertainer, you pay 3% tax, 20% VAT, 21% corporation tax, foreign and internal tax, service charge, visa tax. It's crazy. It's almost 46%. So it is difficult, and you have to be a clever. You have to have a clever tax advisor to help you. So it is difficult, and then the mainstream as well don't help. You look at it, and it's already you're already sectioned as you start the work. Even the venues look at you, and you're already sectioned. It is difficult, but like I said, what we're trying to do is create an industry, and as it expands, it's becoming easier and easier every year. But altogether, it's still difficult, but we are achieving it, and I think it will get easier as we go along.
A lavish lifestyle in Lagos.
I do?
Yeah. But obviously, the problem with the industry there is not as veneer as it is here. So do you kind of feel tempted to move to maybe London or America, because obviously you're treated like a star here as well?
Nah, I actually just signed with Convict, so definitely I might be moving to ATL to work. So I might be moving to ATL to work. Yeah, I am moving to ATL to work actually. Yeah, so when I leave London, London, I'm just I've started work on my international album.
Quiet, please, guys.
I started work on my international album already, so definitely I'll be working in ATL. So I'm moving there.
You're gonna record it in
Yeah.
ATL. Okay, and also sorry, just as the last question. Obviously you were part of MTV Sugar, and they're going to be filming the next 3 series in Nigeria. Are you going to be a part of the cast of MTV Sugar?
I'm not sure about that, but because I'll be doing a lot of work, because right now I'm working on my international album, and I'm also working on a mixtape for my people out there in Africa, so I have a lot of work, but MTV and Sugar, that's family right there, so definitely if they call me to do something, definitely we'll find time to do something.
So when is the new album going to be out then?
The new album drops next year actually, so but I'm dropping a single towards the end of the year. Yeah, the EME album drops on the 12th of June. Next week actually. Yeah.
The EME album is out next week?
Yeah, it's out next week, and they have Banky. It's called The Empire State of Mind. London Girl drops in a bit. I have a remix with a big UK artist. Yeah. It is my love for music and what I do. I pay attention to. This is my life. It is everything I know. You get. I have a lot of people looking up to me, out there. So I can't afford to let them fall. So I'm putting in everything into this. So I'm a hard worker. I'm always in the studio. I'm a studio rat. Everybody knows that. So I'm always recording. I walk around with my music. You get so that is it. I'm just hard working. Yeah.
Okay. We're going to take 2 more questions. One from Tanya.
Yeah, I'm sure every girl in the room wants to know, are you actually single? Are you dating someone?
Another 10 questions.
You're searching for a long
I'm very single. I am single actually. But I'm looking for a London girl though. Yeah, most definitely. A couple of people are actually talking to me, to work, a couple of big brands actually. So with time, I tend to, drop something. I'm looking at doing that though. Yeah, most definitely. I'm actually starting. I've always had in mind to do this, right before I even became a star. I didn't know where I was going to get the money from. I didn't know how everything was going to happen, but I've always started doing something. And, I had a name for it, and, I wanted it to be called Big Things Start Small. Yeah? So, I intend to actually start a record label. That'll be later on, That's exclusive, by the way. I intend to start it a little record label for myself as well. Pick up some talents out there in the hood, because I started from the street, man. Trust me. Nigeria, Lagos, Sule, so I intend to get more acts from the streets and just up and do something, most definitely. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you all. As we're about to leave, we can take one or two pictures. We'd like to thank our sponsors who've really supported us, especially Arik Air, who've been the airline carrier and supported us to make this happen, and Leica Mobile as well,
805.
and 805 Restaurant, along with other partners such as Nollywood Movies, High TV, OHTV, and Bella Niger. I mean, these partners and Ben TV, these are partners that we've relied upon to pull these events together, and we'd like to thank them. We'd also like to thank EME for blessing us with Wizkid and Convict Music as well. And also a hard-working lady called Osagi.
That's my manager, by the way.
Hiding. I'm going to expose her.
She doesn't like cameras.
Behind the scenes lady that works really hard and looks after Wizkid. So thank you, Osagi, and thank you everybody for coming.